Hello! Today is another chore and chit chat day, so feel free to just set your phone down, walk away from your TV with the volume up, however you decide to watch YouTube. But today I thought it would be fun to do some chores that are definitely much needed, as well as just chit chatting with you guys about anything I feel like chit chatting with, I guess. I just got back home from a very long but super fun week at my aunt's. I was up at the lake and had such a good time celebrating the 4th of July. I really attempted to vlog over the 4th of July, and I definitely have some footage. There will be a vlog, but I'm also still learning how to bring my camera with me and remember to turn it on when there's something that I'm looking at that I want to remember in a vlog. So that's definitely an area for improvement, but we'll see what kind of Mod Podge video we can come up with. But I'm also sitting here thinking about things that are coming up in my life, which is super exciting. Not to get into too many details, but there are a few vacations coming up that I'm so excited for, and I'm a very, very big planner. Like, definitely when people talk about being type A, I would put myself in that category because I am all about the nitty-gritty details. I'm definitely always trying to plan things out to the finest detail, and that's just like not how most people function. They function on some details. They don't need to know everything. They also don't need to know it in as far in advance as I prefer to. I could book out an entire year if I really tried. And that's just how I like to live my life. And there's something about that I think is really important to take away, personally. It's kind of the idea of having something to look forward to and be working towards, but also understanding that you need to live in the moment. And that's definitely the part of the equation that I struggle with. I'm someone who definitely struggles with looking forward to things too much and not living in the present. And I think that's a thing that a lot of people struggle with and look for ways to trying to live in the moment. One thing that I thought of on how to live in the moment better is, this kind of sounds dumb, but sitting there looking at what it is I'm trying to experience and just praising God for it and talking with Him about it in the moment while it's happening, or following after, or even in my journal, writing down what it was that I did, how I really looked forward to what it was that I did, and writing down what I did so that I can look back and remember it moving forward. So not necessarily living in the past in a bad way, but recognizing that looking forward to things also is something you can look back on with fondness. So I definitely will be looking back on this 4th of July with a lot of fond memories. I learned how to play a new game, which I thought was super fun. I think it's called Sequel. I could be mistaken because I did call it the wrong name a couple times. No, it's not called Sequel. It's called Sequins. I keep getting it wrong. Okay, Sequins. But I thought that game was so fun. It's like the perfect mix of strategy and chance for me, and I'm super glad I learned how to play that. We also had a lot of fun just hanging out on the lake and getting to catch up with my cousins. But enough about last week, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about my goals for this year. I recently watched a YouTube video where the creator was essentially breaking down her year into quarters, and she started with, at the beginning of the year, setting these goals for herself, and each quarter she does a check-in. And I thought that was really interesting, and even though it's not the beginning of the year, I'm toying with the idea of sitting down and doing one of those again. I do think I did something kind of like that in the beginning of the year, but it's not something I look back and reflect on through the year to see if I'm working towards those goals or not. It's kind of something where I have general ideas of the direction I'm trying to go in and working towards that, but nothing super specific. And I think it'd be kind of interesting to get into the specifics on what would my financial goals be, what would my other life goals be. I would need to come up with the categories, and that's something that I haven't totally fleshed out yet. But I think that would be super fun to do that. I know I would probably have like a life goals section, and that would include things like fitness, food, stuff that I want to start working towards, whether it be canning or different recipes I want to try or different styles of cooking I want to try. It could be more financial based, talking about paying off debt, working towards saving up certain things, maybe having specific number and goal things. Right now, my biggest goal is to get a job. That's definitely top of the priority list. Being recently graduated and in the market for a job, so that's something that I've been putting a lot of time towards, and I'm taking very seriously looking. I'm looking in a lot of places. Trust me, I've applied to more positions than you could probably think I am. I'm willing to move, things like that. So that's definitely the biggest area, but there's also other areas in my life that I have goals in. I talked a little bit in the last cleaning chat with you guys about goals for this channel, but I think goals for this channel are very similar to goals in my personal life, but I think it'd be good to go through and make more specific goals. That more SMART goal structure, I'm sure if you're a student or were a student at any point in the recent history, you heard of SMART goals, and those are generally goals that are specific, which is the S. The M is measurable. The A is for achievable. The R is for realistic. And the T is for timely. And I think there's like interchangeable words, but the words that you interchange with it are all similes anyways, so they all kind of tell the same story. But an example of that would be, a specific goal would be, I want to get below an 11-minute mile regularly. Like that would be my regular pace I would run, and that would be more of what a zone 2 or 3 run would look like for me. Right now, a zone 2 and 3 run is something closer to 13 minutes. So that's something that I want to get lower. So that's like the specific part of the goal. And then what was the next one? M, measurable. I already put the measurable aspect in that, being a specific time that I'm trying to get towards. Achievable, it's perfectly well within human athletic ability to get a 10 or sub 10 minute mile. Perfectly achievable, so definitely attainable, achievable, same difference. Next one would be R, realistic. That's definitely realistic. I don't foresee any reason why I couldn't do that, because I'm already running. It's something that I'm working towards, so I don't see it as being a unrealistic goal. And then timely is the last one. So that's kind of like a harder one for me in terms of getting my mile time down, just because it's hard to say I need to do this within a month. But I think by the end of the year, it would be reasonable to expect, if I continue running at the pace that I am, or if I keep running the amount that I'm currently running, I should be able to run sub 10 minute miles pretty regularly, maybe not for a full 10-mile run, but if I'm doing like a 3 or 4 mile run, I should be able to get sub 10. So that's kind of the timely aspect of that. And I would love to go through my goals and set them up that way. So let me know if you're at all interested in a video like that. I would definitely be interested in making a video like that. But that is all I have to chit chat about today. I hope you're able to get at least a little bit of your chores done, and I'll see you guys in the next video.